All right, good people, it's Bill Money back. It's Dirty Laundry Media. Thanks for checking out this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and share these videos if you find them interesting. What I want to talk about really quickly, and this is more or less a follow-up to my previous video in which I discussed an incident of 280 illegals being rounded up in a raid, and a company out of, based in New Jersey, but the raid occurred in Texas. And again, it was 280 illegals rounded up from one particular company. But again, so thinking about, and that's just a mere 280 jobs. I understand that's not a lot of jobs. But you can just imagine, the instances in which this is occurring, how prevalent this is, throughout the United States. If you just have a little imagination, you can imagine, this was just one instance. So let's just keep that in mind, the bigger picture at play. But what I wanted to get at was remittances. And that is money that is sent from one country to another. In this case, we want to talk about remittances from the United States back to Mexico. Ran across an article, quick Google search, and wanted to present a fair and balanced picture. So ran across a few articles. This one in particular was from Mexico News Daily, so I figured we'll present this one. And this article states that remittances hit a new record high of $33 billion in 2018. An increase attributed to U.S. President Trump's stance on illegal immigration and a strong economy. Fear of deportation fed by United States President Donald Trump's hardline rhetoric on immigration and a strong U.S. labor market and economy drove remittances from Mexicans outside the country to an all-time high in 2018. Mexicans working abroad, mainly in the United States, sent $33.5 billion to Mexico last year, an increase of 10.5% over the 2017 figure, according to the Bank of Mexico. The remittances were sent in 103.9 million separate transactions, a 6% increase on the 2017 figure, and each one was on average $322 compared to $309 the year before. Bank of Mexico data shows. Almost 98% of the remittances were sent by electronic means, and just over 94% came from the United States. And we regularly have remittances from the United States to Mexico, $25 billion, $26 billion. So 94% of the 33 probably puts us around 27, 28. I don't know. You guys can do the math. But that's money going out of the U.S. economy, taken out of play, never to return. That's money not being spent in Walmart. That's money not being spent at car lots. That's money just not being circulated back into the U.S. economy. And we wonder why we have so many poor people. The total dollar amount sent to Mexico made remittances the country's second largest foreign currency earner after auto exports, which totaled around 142 billion. So that is what you have. Excess of 25 to 30 billion US dollars being exported into Mexico. I also looked at, I think I checked out an article from NPR. Mexicans in the US are sending home more money than ever. This was from February 2017. So again, it's not a new trend. Migrants from Latin America and the Caribbean are sending more money to their families back home than ever before. These annual remittances, as they are called by analysts, topped 69 billion in 2016, according to central bank data compiled in the new report by the Inter-American Dialogue, a Washington, D.C. based think tank. The money has been a lifeline for the national economies of many countries in the region since at least the 1990s, when Manuel Orozco, a political scientist who authored the report, first began tracking remittances. So we've been tracking these since the 90s, and they have climbed steadily since then. They only decreased when the Great Recession hit in 2008, but they began to arise again in 2018. So again, this is from NPR. This was another map that was based on Pew Research Center data. This was, I think, from 2016. Just a quick visual. Mexico, remittances $28.1 billion, followed by China with $15.4 billion. We know about China. Their baby delivery mills that they have over here, in which what do they call it? Birth tourism, and they come on a tourist visa, drop a baby, and have that baby become a U.S. citizen. Third, we have India at 10.7 billion, followed by the Philippines at 10.5 billion. So this is just more data. Top 10 destinations for remittances from the United States. Again, we have Mexico, China, India, the Philippines, Guatemala, another Central American country, Vietnam, Nigeria, El Salvador, the Dominican Republic, and we have Honduras, another Central American country, bringing up the rear at 3.4 billion. And I think the Mexican, the peso, when you convert a peso to, when you convert a dollar to a peso, I believe that's gonna net you about 20 pesos. So that's a heck of a return. Just do a quick search on that. US dollar to Mexican peso. So one United States dollar equals 19 Mexican pesos. So that's a heck of a flip, if you ask me. I don't know what 20 pesos will get you in Mexico, but it sounds like a good start. You're getting $300, on average. Another Pew Research Center, the hard data. Remittance flows worldwide in 2017, 148 billion, 489 million dollars in remittances was sent from the United States to other countries. And this money needs to be taxed. I mean, we just can't have our money just being sent out, never to return, and we not profit. We need to tax this money, all monies that go out to international destinations. There needs to be a tax on that. We could definitely use that money. And with Mexico, remittances sent from the United States to Mexico, 30 billion. Like, if we tax a portion of that money going out, and I'm sure, we'd be able to pay for a wall in no time. That's just common sense right there. I mean, so I don't want to hear all this, tears for illegal immigrants coming over here. I'm not saying that all the money being sent out is being sent out by illegals, but I'm sure a large portion of that's being sent out by illegals. So yeah, we need to tax some of that money and put that into the border security budget. So yeah, just wanted to drop that on you guys really quickly. It's no hate. Just hold your own nuts. Mexicans in U.S. send cash home in record numbers. This was from January 2018. So, the trend is evident. The data is irrefutable. I want to know what the benefit is to Americans when this money just flows out, never to return to our economy, and without being taxed in any way. So, that's how I feel about it. These remittances need to be taxed, regulated. You can only send but so much, because there are regulations on how we as Americans can move money around within the United States. So I definitely feel like there needs to be caps put on the amounts of money that can be sent out, and there needs to be tax laid down on any monies being sent out internationally, on a personal basis, as far as, you're sending money back home to the fam. So yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, get down in the comment section, let me know how you feel. Spill Money, Dirty Laundry Media. We'll be back again.